So here is AVCT, American Virtual Cloud Tech. This finishes at $2.29 today. That is up 21.81%. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Okay, here is AMC. This finishes at $27.44 today. That is down 6.86%. Lately, in the past couple weeks here, AMC has been getting absolutely wrecked. Biggest factor would be the new variant fears. And today, we do have some news coming out about AMC, bearish news. Probably had a lot to do with the sell-off today. So let's check it out. And actually got an article from CNBC, so let's pull that up. AMC Entertainment shares slumped nearly 7% as insiders continue to sell the movie theater operator's stock. Shares of AMC Entertainment slumped 6.8% on Friday after CEO Adam Aron and CFO Sean Goodman sold significant portions of the stock. CEO Adam Aron sold 9.65 million in shares as part of his estate planning, a move he warned investors he would make back in August. Separately, AMC's Chief Financial Officer Sean Goodman sold all of his 18,316 shares for around $565,000. $10 million worth of stock got sold off today. So not sure how much that had to do with the overall sell-off today, but probably a big factor. But yeah, let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we do have a gap up at 1650. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us this stock may come back down to 1650 eventually to fill that gap. Maybe not. That looked extremely unlikely just a couple of months ago. But now it does look like a real possibility. So just be aware of that, guys. And this did appear to be a bear flag forming. And it looks like we are getting confirmation on the bear flag now, because this is breaking out to the downside from the bear flag. So that's not good. Hopefully this does not continue for much longer, but this very well could keep selling off. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 28.95 and 26.75. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 28.95, 30.90, 31.95, 33.65, 34.80, 36.05, 37.60, 39, 40.20, 41.95, 43.25, 44.60, 46.15, 47.95, 49.55, 51.25, and then 52.40. There is resistance above 52.40, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 26.75, 24.35, 20.35, 17.30, 16.50, and then 14.10. And there is support below 14.10, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 27.44. The channels to the upside are decently sized, so expect a good amount of price action if this runs to the upside. However, to the downside, the channels are pretty wide, up until 14.10. So expect a significant amount of price action if this continues to run to the downside. RSI is currently at 33, so not quite oversold and undervalued, but quickly approaching that. So this could be a good buying opportunity coming up here. Not financial advice. And this did 59 million in volume today, which is below the average of 82 million. Pretty odd. I would say this sell-off today was not confirmed by the volume. So it's a little bit difficult to tell where this is going to go in the short term. This does appear to be more bearish than bullish. Again, we have bearish indicators in the bear flag and the gap up, and also the wide channels to the downside. And the only bullish indicator is the low RSI. So I'm not saying this will continue to run to the downside, but there's a good chance of that. And if it does, that's going to be really bad, because there's really no support for a while here until 14.10. So this very well could fill the gap at 16.50 and go as low as 14.10, I would say. And even if this does run to the upside, the channels will narrow, so there won't be too much price action to the upside, even if it does run that way. So yeah, right now in the short term, this is looking pretty bearish to me. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would hold off for right now. I mean, 27.44 is really not a bad entry, but the chart just looks too dangerous right now. I don't like it. I personally would set my buy orders for 16.50. Very real chance that it goes back down to 16.50 to fill the gap. And I think that would be an excellent entry, 16.50. And if it doesn't go back down there, then it's okay. just let it go. So I don't like this current price, 27.45. I would support going long at 16.50 and lower. This really shouldn't go below 14.10. There's a lot of support there. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice. Personally, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Just because this is the meme stock. I don't really believe in shorting meme stocks. Anything is possible with this stuff. But just based on the TA, just based on the graph, it does look like a pretty good short. I'm not going to lie. You know, from this current price, 27.44, down to 14.10, that's about a 50% downside. So there's a lot of downside potential. A lot of tendies to be made. It actually looks like a pretty good play, just based on the TA. I would say going short here would be a medium risk, high reward play. Definitely worth a shot. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but I could support that. It's somewhat of a gamble, but it could pay off pretty big. If you guys want to go short, looks pretty good. Just do it at your own risk. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AMC. Okay, here is CNTX, Context Therapeutics. This finishes at $5.38 today. That is down 14.06%. So this was trending for the past week, but today it officially made the top 10 on StockTwits, and not for good reason. We did have news on this stock, so let's check it out. So breaking news, there's going to be a 10 million share offering. That's never a good thing. Offerings are always bearish, and we do see right now this is selling off to $5 in the post-market here. Not good, not good. But yeah, the reason why the stock ran up in the past few days here is because they announced data from the clinical trial. It seems like their drug had positive results, reducing tumors in breast cancer. So that was very positive PR. Apes liked it, bought the stock up, but that was very short-lived because today it sold off and is selling off more here in the aftermarket due to the offering just announced. So honestly, guys, this is pretty typical when it comes to biotech. Most of them are pump and dumps. You know, they pump on great PR, great news, and then eventually they sell off. They usually don't sell off this quick, but usually biotech are pump and dumps. Can't say I'm too surprised here. But yeah, let's go ahead and analyze here. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 550 and 520. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 550, 585, 615, 670, 710, 740, 810, and then the high of 1085. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 520, 480, and then 440. So right now at this current price, 540, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. RSI is currently at 50, so that is extremely average. So this current price of 540 is around fair market value according to the RSI, and this did 35 million in volume today. Very significant volume, so this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. And yeah, this is selling off in the aftermarket here, below $5 now, so that's a bearish indicator. That is telling us this will probably continue to sell off on Monday when the market opens again. So just my opinion, not financial advice. In the aftermarket here, this is down to 480, so this really shouldn't go too much lower. The all-time low is around 440, which is just one support below the current one. You know, if you want to go long, this seems to be a pretty good entry. 480 is already a really good entry, and if it continues to pull back, then you can just average down to 440. And if it breaks 440, then it's going to be at an all-time low. You could just keep averaging down. Yeah, you know, chart looks pretty bullish to me. Really can't go too much lower. So I would support going long at 480 and lower. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. Like I just said, this really can't go too much lower. All-time lows at 440. Maybe you can make like 10%, maybe a little more, but, you know, really not worth the risk. Going short here would be a high-risk, low-reward play. A lot of upside potential, not too much more downside potential. This one is pretty straightforward. And there's really no reason to go short here. You should have went short today, earlier. Now it's too late to go short. You already missed your chance. So don't FOMO in on the short side. You're probably going to get burned. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. Let this be a learning lesson. Generally, biotech trades like this. They are very volatile. They usually pump and dump. And this could be a very good buying opportunity, like I said. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is CNTX, Context Therapeutics. So here is AVCT, American Virtual Cloud Tech. This finishes at $2.29 today. That is up 21.81%. So it appears like we are in the middle of a short squeeze here. This was trending for the past few days, but today this made top 10 on StockTwits. So we'll talk about it. So there is a reason why this stock is pumping slash squeezing. We got some news, so let's take a look at that. So first of all, the company announced strong guidance for Candy business unit. I believe Candy is a subsidiary of their company. So in addition to the strong guidance, we have a partnership here. Candy and Bradio announced expanded partnership to accelerate delivery of digital transformation as a service solutions. Really good PR. Two pieces of PR there. One, good guidance, and two, a partnership. So the apes really like it. Piled in here. Yeah, right now it appears like we are in the middle of a short squeeze. This is a relatively low float stock, so really not too hard to squeeze here. Okay, let's go ahead and analyze. So we do have two gap ups, one at 110 and another at $2. So those are bearish indicators. That is telling us this stock should come back down to $2 and $1 eventually to fill those gaps. This also looks like a possible cup and handle in the making here. Top of the cup could be 315, 375, or 495. Those are all bullish indicators that is telling us the stock may run back up to one of those tops to complete it. So right now this is sitting on the support of 230, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 250, 265, 285, $3, 315, 330, 350, 375, 395, 420, lol, 435, 450, 465, and then 495. And there is resistance above 495, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be $2, 180, 170, 145, 130, 110, 95 cents, and then the low of 85 cents. So right now at this current price, 230, the channels to the upside and the downside are decently sized, so expect a good amount of price action either way this goes. RSI is currently at 62, so that's a little bit above average, but nothing to be too concerned about. And this did 290 million in volume today. Very, very significant volume. Biggest volume day ever for this stock. And yesterday was the previous biggest volume day. Yeah, this pump slash squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. So just my opinion, not financial advice, guys. So like I said, it looks like we are in the middle of a short squeeze here. This may keep on running to the upside. How far? I don't know. We'll have to see. But be careful, guys. When things short squeeze, they come back down just as fast as they go up. So who knows when the short squeeze will end, but eventually it will have to. Probably within the next few trading sessions. Someone's going to end up holding the bag. Make sure it's not you. We have bearish indicators here in the double gap up. Pretty high RSI and volume. And only bullish indicator is the possible cup and handle, which already may have topped out. So definitely a lot more bearish indicators than bullish indicators here. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that personally. It's just way too risky for my liking. That being said, this may have more upside to go. Just understand that if you want to go long right here, that is a straight up gamble, not an investment. Very risky stuff. Going long here would be a high risk, high reward play. Again, too risky for my liking. I don't like it. But if you guys understand you are gambling and you are willing to lose a bit of money here, then sure, I can support going long. And if you're going to go long, if you're going to gamble, please hit the sell button very soon. Again, you don't want to get caught holding the bag here. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, it does look like a pretty good play, just not yet, because this does still have more upside potential. Even at this current price, 230, this should pull back to 110 to fill the gap eventually, and that's over a 50% downside already. If it continues to run to the upside, which there's a really good chance it will, then you'll make even more tendies than 50%. I mean, you could go short here right now, and that would be an excellent entry already. But if you wait until next week, you may be able to get an even better price. So personally, I would hold off on the short side right now. Just observe the price action. See when this starts to top out, starts to catch major resistance, and then I would come in and short. But again, this is already a really good entry for going short, so I couldn't blame you if you want to go short here. But I do think if you are a bit patient, you should be able to get an even better entry. So I could support going short here at 230 and higher. Just be very careful, guys. Make sure you're able to withstand upside pressure here. So I would say going short would be a medium risk, high reward play. Definitely worth it in my opinion. Again, as long as you're able to withstand buying pressure here. So congratulations to everyone who made money on the stock today. Consider taking profits if you're up, not financial advice. But don't get too greedy, guys. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is AVCT, American Virtual Cloud Tech. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace out.